Assalamu alaikum students. In today's session, we discuss some past paper questions related to the topic static electricity, and this is the session 1 of the past paper questions. Now students, the first question which we discuss is from 2003 paper 2 May June. In this question, electrostatic charges can be placed on objects by friction. Part A. State the name of the charged particle that is transferred from one object to another in this process. So students, we all studied in our previous two classes that when two objects are rubbed against each other, so there is only a transfer of negative charge from the surface of one insulator to the surface of the another insulator. क्योंकि देखिए सिर्फ और सिर्फ जो है वो चार्ज जो ट्रांसफर होता है एक ऑब्जेक्ट से दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट पर जब हम दो इंसुलेटर्स को रब करते हैं अगेंस्ट ईच अदर, सो वो चार्ज जो है वो नेगेटिव चार्ज होता है और उस नेगेटिव चार्ज को हम इलेक्ट्रॉन कहते हैं. बिकॉज पॉजिटिव चार्जेस डू नॉट मूव, ओनली नेगेटिव चार्जेस और इलेक्ट्रॉन्स moves from the surface of one object, one insulator to the surface of another insulator. क्योंकि इंसुलेटर के बारे में मैंने आपको ये पढ़ाया था, in case of insulators the charges are present or remains stationary at the surface of the insulator. So only electrons is transferred from one object to another object when we rubbing two objects against each other or when we want to charge an object by friction. Now part B. Figure 5.1 shows petrol, gasoline being pumped into a can. As shown on the screen, there is a petrol tank and a petrol is flowing into the tank through pipe. And electrostatic charges build up on the petrol and the pipe. As it is clearly visible to all of you that on the pipe positive charge is built up, while in the petrol tank negative charge, while in the petrol tank or on the petrol negative charges build up. Now explain why this is dangerous. देखिए बेटा ये प्रोसेस डेंजरस क्यों है, क्योंकि देखिए आपके पेट्रोल पाइप पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज डिस्चार्ज हुआ हुआ है, पॉजिटिव चार्ज सॉरी बिल्डअप हुआ हुआ है, और आपके पेट्रोल टैंक में जो पेट्रोल है उस पर नेगेटिव चार्ज बिल्डअप हुआ हुआ है. एंड वी ऑल नो दैट द अनलाइक चार्ज, वी ऑल नो दैट कि भाई जो लाइक चार्जेस होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं, रिपेल करते हैं. अब देखें पेट्रोल पाइप पर तो पॉजिटिव चार्ज है और अंदर मौजूद जो पेट्रोल है उसमें मौजूद है नेगेटिव चार्ज. अब जो पेट्रोल में मौजूद नेगेटिव चार्जेस हैं तो ये नेगेटिव चार्जेस एक दूसरे को क्या करेंगे, रिपेल करेंगे स्टूडेंट. सही है, यानी यूं कह लें कि आप जो हैं यूं कह सकते हैं कि अंदर मौजूद पेट्रोल के अंदर मौजूद जो चार्जेस हैं वो एक दूसरे को रिपेल करेंगे और पेट्रोल पाइप पर जो चार्जेस मौजूद है वो एक दूसरे को क्या करेंगे, वो भी रिपेल करेंगे. तो होगा क्या कि पेट्रोल पाइप पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज है और पेट्रोल टैंक जो है उसके अंदर मौजूद जो पेट्रोल है उस पर नेगेटिव चार्ज है. सो स्टूडेंट ये जो अनलाइक चार्जेस है ना, यानी पाइप पर मौजूद पॉजिटिव चार्ज और पेट्रोल टैंक में मौजूद नेगेटिव चार्ज, these unlike charges attracts each other. ये unlike charges एक दूसरे को क्या करेंगे, अट्रैक्ट करेंगे. and due to the attraction between the unlike charges spark produce होगा. and petrol is a flammable material, so this causes the explosion in the petrol tank और this ignites the petrol. सही है, यानी टैंक के अंदर जो पेट्रोल है मौजूद वो क्या हो जाएगा, जल जाएगा. तो हुआ क्या स्टूडेंट्स कि आपके पास जो पाइप पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज बिल्डअप हुआ हुआ था और पेट्रोल टैंक के अंदर मौजूद जो पेट्रोल है उस पर नेगेटिव चार्ज बिल्डअप हुआ हुआ था. एंड वी ऑल स्टडीड दैट द अनलाइक चार्जेस अट्रैक्ट्स ईच अदर अकॉर्डिंग टू द लॉ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स. सो व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन these two unlike charges attracts each other, so there is the chances of producing a spark. This creates or produces a spark, and when the spark produces, so we all know that the petrol is a flammable material, so it ignites the petrol. Part 2. State what can be done to stop the electrostatic charge building up in this way. So students, in this part examiner asks you to state what we can do in order to discharge these electrostatic charges which are building up on the pipe and in the on the petrol. So students, what is the main thing which we do to discharge these charges? We need to do earthing of the petrol pipe as well as petrol tank. क्योंकि जब हम पेट्रोल पाइप और पेट्रोल टैंक की अर्थिंग कर देंगे तो होगा क्या कि अर्थिंग होने की वजह से जो पेट्रोल पाइप पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज मौजूद है, जब हम पेट्रोल पाइप को अर्थ करेंगे तो अर्थ से इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है वो फ्लो करेंगे पेट्रोल पाइप की तरफ और पेट्रोल पाइप पर मौजूद जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज है उसको क्या कर देंगे, न्यूट्रलाइज कर देंगे. इन द सेम वे जब हम पेट्रोल टैंक को क्या करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स, अर्थ करेंगे, तो जो पेट्रोल टैंक और उसके अंदर जो मौजूद नेगेटिव चार्जेस बिल्डअप हो रहे हैं वो चार्जेस फ्लो कर जाएंगे इनटू द अर्थ. तो होगा क्या स्टूडेंट्स कि आपको क्या करना है, आपको पेट्रोल टैंक और पेट्रोल जो है पाइप, दोनों को क्या करना है स्टूडेंट, अर्थ करना है। सो याद रखिएगा कि पार्ट 1 में मैंने आपको ये बताया है कि जो अनलाइक चार्जेस होते हैं वो अट्रैक्ट करते हैं एक दूसरे को, जिसकी वजह से स्पार्क क्रिएट होता है, और जब स्पार्क क्रिएट होगा तो वो पेट्रोल जला देगा, बिकॉज पेट्रोल इज अ फ्लेमेबल मटेरियल. So what we can do in order to discharge the electrostatic charges build up on the pipe and petrol tank, we can do earthing. We can earth it both the petrol tank and the pipe. So the charges on the petrol pipe and the petrol tank discharges. Now students, the next question is taken from year 2006 paper 2 May June. In this question, two conducting spheres are rubbed and become charged as shown in figure 5.1. So students, in figure 5.1, two charged metal spheres are showing. One sphere on the left hand side is positively charged while the sphere on the right hand side is negatively charged. Part A, the spheres are uncharged before they are rubbed. It means before rubbing, these two spheres are uncharged. And when you rub these two spheres against each other, so what happens? Negative charge from the left side of the sphere moves towards the right sphere. So explain in terms of movement of electrons how they become charged. यानी ये charge किस तरह हो गए? So बहुत simple है. When you rub these two conducting spheres against each other, so electrons from the left sphere transfer to the right sphere, and the right sphere becomes positively charged, and the left sphere which loses its electron or its negative charge. So in left sphere, now there is an excess of positive charge. So the left sphere becomes positively charged after losing their negative charge, and the negative charge flows from left sphere to the right sphere. So in right sphere, there is an excess of negative charge. So the right sphere becomes negatively charged. Now students, part B. On figure 5.1, draw the electric field patterns between the spheres. Show the direction of the field line. So students, we all studied in our previous lecture that the direction of flow of electric field is from positive charge towards the negative charge. So you need to draw the lines between the sphere. So the middle line is a horizontal line, and the remaining 4 lines between the middle portion of the two charges are shown by the curves. So देखें, आपने कर्व्स के जरिए जो है मैं क्या किया, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड को आपने ड्रॉ कर दिया. Remember the direction of the arrow. The direction of the arrow shows the traveling direction of electric field, and the direction of the arrow is from positive to the negative, because electric field always flow from positive towards the negative charge. So students, याद रखिएगा, this is how you can draw the electric field between two oppositely charged metal spheres. Now students, the third question is taken from year 2007 paper 2 May June. In this question, a plastic rod is rubbed with a cloth and becomes negatively charged. So student, what happens? Electrons or negative charge from the cloth moves towards the plastic rod or transfer to the plastic rod. That's why the plastic rod becomes negatively charged and a cloth becomes positively charged. Part A, explain how the rod becomes negatively charged when rubbed with a cloth. So student, it is an easy question. How the rod becomes negatively charged? Because when you rub the rod against a cloth, so negative charge from the cloth starts to transfer from cloth to the positive rod, from cloth to the plastic rod. यानी जब आपने रब किया, जब आपने प्लास्टिक रॉड को रब किया अगेंस्ट द क्लॉथ, तो होगा क्या कि जो क्लॉथ है जिसमें नेगेटिव चार्जेस एक्सेस में मौजूद है, वो नेगेटिव चार्ज या इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो है वो ट्रांसफर होना शुरू हो जाएंगे फ्रॉम क्लॉथ टू दी प्लास्टिक रॉड. और जब नेगेटिव चार्ज प्लास्टिक रॉड पर ट्रांसफर हो जाएंगे, तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि ऑन प्लास्टिक रॉड देयर इज एन एक्सेस ऑफ नेगेटिव चार्ज. So the plastic rod becomes negatively charged, and the cloth, after losing the negative charge, becomes positively charged. Part B. An uncharged metal coated sphere hangs from an insulating thread. The sphere is brought near to the rod. The sphere is attracted to the rod. Sphere जो है वो rod की तरफ attract हो रहा है, shown in figure 11.1. Part 1. Describe and explain what happens to the free electrons in the metal coated sphere as it approaches the rod. So student, when the sphere is approaching the plastic rod, so on the plastic rod there is an excess of negative charge, or in other words we can say that the plastic rod is negatively charged. So what happens student? In the sphere, in the metal coated sphere, both positive and negative charges are present because initially the sphere is neutral, so it contains the equal number of positive and negative charge. So student, when the sphere is approaching towards the plastic rod or approaches the plastic rod, so what happens? The plastic rod is negatively charged, so plastic rod attracts all the positive charge present in the sphere towards the left hand side. यानी सारा का सारा पॉजिटिव चार्ज लेफ्ट हैंड साइड की तरफ अट्रैक्ट कर लेगी प्लास्टिक रॉड, बिकॉज अनलाइक चार्जेस अट्रैक्ट्स ईच अदर. And in the same way, the plastic rod repels the negative charges present on the metal coated sphere towards the right hand side. यानी आपके पास राइट हैंड साइड पर सारा का सारा नेगेटिव चार्ज रिपेल होकर चला जाएगा. तो आप देखें कि चार्ज जो है वो सेपरेट हो जाएगा when the metal coated sphere approaches the rod. The positive charge on the metal coated sphere is on the left hand side, while the negative charge on the metal coated sphere is on the right hand side. So students, describe and explain what happened to the free electrons. So you just need to write down that electrons move towards the right hand side because like charges repels each other. Now part 2. Draw a diagram to show how the charge is distributed on the sphere. So student, how the charge is distributed? You just draw a sphere, and as I told you that when the sphere is approaching the plastic rod, so the plastic rod attracts the positive charge on the metal coated sphere, and the positive charge is separated out on the left hand side because unlike charges attracts each other, while the like charges repel each other. So the negatively charged plastic rod repels all the negative charge present on the metal coated sphere towards the right hand side. So you just draw the sphere and show the positive charge on the left hand side and draw the negative charge on the right hand side. But remember the point that you need to draw the equal number of positive and negative charge, because the metal coated sphere contains equal number of positive and negative charge. So on the left hand side, if you draw the 4 positive charges, so in the same way on the right side you need to draw the 4 negative charges. Part 3. Explain why the uncharged sphere is attracted to the negatively charged rod. Student, why the uncharged sphere is attracted to the negatively charged rod? Because the positive charges present in the metal coated sphere are attracted by the plastic rod, because the plastic rod is negatively charged. That's why the plastic rod attracts the positive charges present on the metal coated sphere, and the metal coated sphere is attracted towards the negatively charged rod. So you just need to write down the reason that the positive charges inside the sphere are attracted towards the negatively charged plastic rod. Now students, part C. With the charge rod still close, point X on the metal coated sphere is earthing. Point X जो है वो अर्थ हो गया. State what is mean by earthing the sphere. So students, earthing the sphere means you just provide connection of sphere to the earth. यानी आपने क्या किया, आपने स्फेयर को अर्थ के साथ कनेक्ट कर दिया स्टूडेंट. सही है, आपने जब इस अर्थिंग की तो इसका मतलब ये है कि आपने स्फेयर और अर्थ के दरमियान में कनेक्शन डेवलप किया है. एंड हाउ कैन यू परफॉर्म द अर्थिंग? यू जस्ट टच द स्फेयर. सही है, और इन अदर वर्ड्स यू जस्ट टच द वन एंड ऑफ द वायर ऑन द स्फेयर एंड प्लेस द अदर एंड ऑन द अर्थ. सो earthing the sphere means you make a connection or you provide connection of sphere or you develop connection of sphere to the earth. Now part 2. Describe and explain what happens to the free electrons in the metal coated sphere as it is earthed. So students, we all studied in our lectures that when the metal sphere or the conductor is earthed, so only the electrons is transferred from conductor to the earth or from earth to the conductor. So in our case, metal coated sphere, in our case, examiner states to explain and describe what happens to the free electrons in the metal coated sphere when it is earthed. So students, we all studied in the previous questions that the negative charge on the metal coated sphere is separated out on the right hand side. So when you earthed the sphere from the right hand side, so all the negative charge present on the right hand side starts to flow into the earth. So free electrons moves down to the earth, because the earth absorbs the free electrons present on the right hand side of the metal sphere, and at the end only the positive charge is present on the left hand side of the metal sphere. And when you remove the negatively charged plastic rod, so this positive charge is separated out or distributed evenly throughout the metal sphere, and at last the metal sphere becomes positively charged. Part 3, draw a diagram to show how the charge is now distributed on the sphere. As I told you that at last the positive charge present on the left hand side after removing the negatively charged rod, this positive charge is distributed evenly over the metal coated sphere. So at the end, the metal coated sphere becomes positively charged. So you just draw a metal sphere and draw the positive charge inside the metal sphere because the metal sphere becomes positively charged. Describe one device where electrostatic charging is used. In your answer, include a diagram and explain how and why the charge is produced. So student, you need to explain how and why the charge is produced. So students, I told you the three applications of the electrostatic. One is the photocopier, second is the spray painting, and third is the electrostatic precipitator. So students, there are three applications which I discussed with you in the previous class: photocopier, electrostatic precipitator, and spray painting. So so it's your choice that you discuss any one application from these three. So I just take an application which is electrostatic precipitator. So first you need to draw the diagram of an electrostatic precipitator. In the electrostatic precipitator, at the bottom the negatively charged wire gauze is present, and at the top on the left and right side positively charged metal plates are installed. And student, this electrostatic precipitator is installed at the top of the chimneys of coal-fired power station, because the hot gases which is emitted out from the chimney of the coal-fired power station contains a large amount of dust and ash particle. And when you remove those hot gases into the atmosphere without removing the dust and ash particle, so this increases the amount of pollutant in the atmosphere, and it will cause breathing problems, and it will cause asthma to human beings and causes serious respiration problems for human beings, or also causes serious health hazards. So students, you need to remove the dust and ash particle present in the hot gases before the hot gases leaves the chimney of the coal-fired power station. So that's why electrostatic precipitators installed at the top of the chimneys of the coal-fired power station. Now, you also need to discuss how and why the charge is produced. So student, mechanism, you also need to discuss the mechanism. So what happens, student, when the hot gases which contains dust and ash particle, large amount of dust and ash particles passes through the negatively charged wires. So what happens, the dust and the ash particles present inside the hot gases after passing through the negatively charged wire gets the negative charge. So it means when the hot gases passes through the negatively charged wire, so the dust and the ash particles present in the gases gets negatively charged. Now the dust and ash particles are negatively charged, and the hot gases flows through the region between the two positively charged metal plates. So when the gas starts to pass through the region between the positively charged metal plates, so what happens, in the hot gases negatively charged dust and ash particles are present. So the positively charged metal plates starts to attract the dust, start to attract the negatively charged dust and ash particles present inside the hot gases. सो स्टूडेंट्स, होगा क्या कि आपके हॉट गैसेस के अंदर से जो डस्ट और एश पार्टिकल है जो कि नेगेटिवली चार्ज हैं वो रिमूव होंगे, एंड दे स्टिक टू दी पॉजिटिवली चार्ज मेटल प्लेट. पॉजिटिवली चार्ज मेटल प्लेट पे चिपक जाएंगे डस्ट और एश पार्टिकल. सो एट द एंड होगा क्या कि अब आपकी जो गैस इमिट आउट होगी इनटू द एटमॉस्फेयर, नाउ दिस हॉट गैसेस आर फ्री फ्रॉम डस्ट एंड एश पार्टिकल्स. सो स्टूडेंट्स, याद रखिएगा मैकेनिज्म में सिर्फ और सिर्फ तीन स्टेप्स हैं. द स्टेप्स आर डस्ट एंड एश पार्टिकल्स पास थ्रू द फाइन वायर and becomes negatively charged. These negatively charged dust and ash particles are attracted to the positively charged plates, since unlike charges attracts each other, because according to law of electrostatics, like charges repel and unlike charges attracts. So that's why when the negatively charged dust or ash particles in hot gases flowing through the region between the positively charged metal plate, so positively charged metal plate attracts the dust and ash particle present inside the hot gases, because unlike charges attracts each other. So at the end, the dust and ash particles are then scrapped and removed from the hot gases, because the particles are attracted or stick to the positively charged metal plate, and the gases are free from dust and ash particles. So the gases emitted out from the top of the chimney is now free from dust and ash particle and causes or do not increase the amount of polluted in our atmosphere or in our surroundings. So student, this is how electrostatic precipitators work. But in this question, you can also discuss about the photocopier, and you can also discuss about the spray painting. But I strongly recommend you that you just remember the two applications, which is spray painting and the electrostatic precipitator, because these two applications are very simple.